Welcome to Stoic Quotes 365. Today we're diving deep into the timeless wisdom of Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, to uncover 6 powerful ways to build mental toughness. Imagine having the resilience to face life's challenges head-on, the inner strength to remain calm in the face of adversity, and the wisdom to navigate any situation with grace. Seneca's teachings offer us a roadmap. Develop these essential qualities. True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. This profound quote by Seneca encapsulates the essence of Stoic mental toughness. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand these 6 Stoic strategies, but also how to apply them to transform your mindset and fortify your mental resilience. Stay with us as we explore practical techniques to cultivate an unshakable mind, from embracing adversity as a tool for growth to practicing mindful detachment from external outcomes. These insights will equip you to handle stress, overcome setbacks, and achieve a state of inner peace and strength. If you're ready to transform your mental landscape and harness the power of Stoicism, hit the like button, subscribe to Stoic Quotes 365, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's embark on this journey together and unlock the secrets to becoming mentally tough with Seneca's timeless wisdom. Number 1. Focus on one activity at a time. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, famously said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." This powerful statement underscores the importance of living in the present moment and the value of undivided attention. Seneca's philosophy emphasizes that continuously diverting one's mind prevents us from fully engaging with and experiencing our current circumstance. This fragmented focus leads to a sense of detachment and inhibits genuine connection. In today's gig economy and side hustle culture, many people compel their minds to juggle multiple activities simultaneously. While this may be perceived as increasing efficiency and productivity, it often comes at the expense of inner happiness and mental well-being. Society tends to equate engagement in multiple projects with fulfillment and gratification, but we mustn't overlook the toll it takes on our overall exhaustion and potential for burnout. Seneca instead suggests focusing on one task at a time to increase productivity and reduce interruptions. For instance, when engaged in reading, Seneca would advise us to devote our full attention to the text before us. By immersing ourselves in the words on the page and eliminating distractions, we can extract deeper meaning, gain a more profound understanding, and derive greater enjoyment from the act of reading itself. This focused approach allows us to fully engage with the material, expand our knowledge, and sharpen our intellectual capabilities. Imagine you're reading a complex philosophical text. If your attention is divided between the book and checking your phone, you miss the nuances and depth of the content. By dedicating your full attention to reading, you can fully absorb the material, leading to a richer understanding and greater intellectual satisfaction. Similarly, in our daily lives, Seneca would encourage us to concentrate on the task at hand, whether that's work, studying, or engaging in a conversation. For example, during a work meeting, instead of multitasking with emails or other tasks, giving your full attention to the discussion can lead to more insightful contributions and a better grasp of the topics covered. By giving our undivided attention to each task, we can achieve higher quality, productivity, and fulfillment. This intentional focus allows us to avoid the pitfalls of multitasking and scattered attention, enabling significant progress and excellence in our pursuits. Seneca placed great importance on time management. He believed that time is a precious resource, and that how we use it determines the quality of our existence. Focusing on one task at a time is essential for effective time management. He recognized that attempting to juggle multiple tasks simultaneously leads to inefficiency and a lack of productivity. When we allow ourselves to be pulled in multiple directions, our ability to be fully present is compromised. Imagine trying to balance multiple projects at work simultaneously. Constant shifting of focus can lead to mistakes and lower quality outcomes. Instead, by dedicating specific time blocks to each project, you can ensure that each task receives your full attention and best effort. Seneca urges us to declutter our minds and dedicate our attention to the task at hand. In doing so, we improve our mental health, conserve energy, enhance productivity, manage our time better, and strengthen our resilience against distractions. For instance, if you're working on a creative project, setting aside dedicated time without interruptions allows you to delve deeper into your creative process, resulting in higher quality work and greater personal satisfaction. By practicing this principle, we develop greater focus and a more profound connection to the present moment. This disciplined approach not only enhances our efficiency but also enriches our overall life experience, aligning us with the Stoic ideal of living mindfully and purposefully. Number 2. Practice philosophy to control your impulses. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, profoundly stated, "Philosophy teaches us to act, not to speak. It exacts of every man that he should live according to his own standards, that his life should not be out of harmony with his words, and that, further, his inner life should be one of virtue and not out of harmony with all his activity." This principle highlights the importance of aligning our actions with our beliefs and maintaining inner harmony. Seneca advised against excessive indulgence in impulsive desires, considering them potential pitfalls for moral weakness. He believed that submitting to unchecked impulses could lead to harmful behavior, unethical actions, and a loss of self-control. Among all impulses, Seneca considered anger to be the most destructive and harmful to our well-being. He believed that anger arises from our inability to control or accept certain situations or events. Seneca described anger as a form of temporary madness that disrupts our sanity. Acting on anger can have prolonged effects not just on ourselves, but also on those around us. The destructive and irreversible actions driven by fury can sometimes lead to permanent damage. Imagine you've been working tirelessly on a high-quality product line, only to have your superior reject them all for reasons you consider petty. This makes you extremely angry, leading to an unpleasant altercation between you and your superior. While you may feel that your anger is justified, acting on it could have unfortunate consequences. Decisions made in the heat of anger can rarely be undone, and the fallout from such actions can extend far beyond the initial incident. Furthermore, we often carry anger or frustration from one area of our lives into others, compounding the negative impact. For instance, after the confrontation with your superior, you might bring that frustration home, affecting your interactions with family and friends. Seneca teaches us that we have the power to shift our mindset and choose healthier approaches for managing overwhelming emotions. In his book, Letters from a Stoic, Seneca emphasizes the transformative effects of learning philosophy. He highlights that philosophy invites us to embrace a simpler way of living in harmony with reason and nature. It provides practical methods for navigating life with a calm and composed state of mind. By practicing self-control, we enhance our ability to refrain from irrational behaviors. Simultaneously, by engaging in introspection, we carefully examine the worthiness of our impulses, allowing us to make conscious choices rather than being driven by anger. An anecdote involving Seneca and Emperor Nero illustrates the correlation between philosophy and its beneficial effect on regulating impulses. As the story goes, Nero once became frustrated with a servant who spilled some food on him. In a fit of anger, Nero ordered the servant to be severely punished. Upon witnessing this outburst, Seneca intervened and used the opportunity to impart a valuable lesson. He urged Nero to reflect on his actions and consider whether his response aligned with the teachings of philosophy. Seneca reminded Nero of the Stoic principle of self-control and advised him to temper his emotions and exercise restraint. This incident clearly demonstrates Seneca's ability to use real-life situations to teach philosophical concepts and guide his student toward a more virtuous path. From this account, we grasp the profound importance of philosophy in freeing ourselves from the shackles of anger and unrestrained emotions. Seneca's teachings provide invaluable guidance for navigating life with a calm and rational mind. For instance, if you find yourself becoming irritated by a coworker's behavior, instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to reflect on why you feel this way. Consider the situation from their perspective and evaluate whether your reaction aligns with your values. By practicing this introspective approach, you can manage your impulses more effectively and respond with greater empathy and composure. By embracing philosophy, we gain the tools necessary to lead a more virtuous and fulfilled life. The teachings of Seneca offer a pathway to inner peace and resilience, helping us to navigate life's challenges with a balanced and thoughtful approach. Through the disciplined practice of philosophical principles, we can achieve a harmonious state of being, where our actions reflect our highest ideals and our impulses are tempered by wisdom and self-control. Number 3. Stay prepared. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, advised us to rehearse them in your mind. Exile, torture, war, shipwreck, all the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes. Seneca frequently discussed the concept that everything in life is borrowed, encompassing our possessions, relationships, and even our physical bodies. Recognizing this truth allows us to reduce our attachment to external things and concentrate more on the present moment. Imagine you possess a beautiful house that holds great significance for you. By meditating on the fact that this dwelling is borrowed and could potentially be lost or destroyed, you can detach yourself from material possessions and discover contentment in the present. Instead of constantly striving for more or worrying about potential loss, this practice of negative visualization, which Seneca emphasized, aids in cultivating mental strength and resilience. Negative visualization involves purposefully contemplating and imagining worst-case scenarios or envisioning the loss of something dear to us. By engaging in this exercise, we not only foster gratitude for our current possessions, but also mentally and emotionally prepare ourselves for the adversities that life may present. Consider, for instance, a valuable piece of jewelry with deep sentimental value. To engage in negative visualization, take a moment to imagine the possibility of losing or parting ways with that item. Envision scenarios where you misplace it, it gets stolen, or you must willingly give it away. As you vividly picture these situations, allow yourself to experience the associated emotions and reflect on a life without that possession. Negative visualization can be applied to various aspects of life, including relationships, health, professional success, and more. For example, you can contemplate the potential strain in a beloved relationship, the challenges of dealing with a health issue, or the setbacks and failures you may encounter in your career. By dedicating 5 to 10 minutes each morning to reflect on these worst-case scenarios, you can incorporate this practice into your routine. Imagine you are deeply invested in your career and have achieved significant success. Practicing negative visualization might involve contemplating a scenario where you face unexpected professional setback, such as losing a major client or being passed over for a promotion. By visualizing these situations, you mentally prepare yourself to handle them with resilience and determination, should they occur. Seneca also believed that by imagining our own death, we gain a powerful perspective on the fleeting nature of life. This practice reminds us that our time is limited and encourages us to live with purpose and mindfulness. When we envision our own mortality, we recognize the brevity and fragility of our existence. It helps us shift our focus away from trivial matters and petty concerns, redirecting our attention to what truly matters. Contemplating our mortality can lead to profound changes in our priorities. For instance, if you often find yourself engrossed in work to the detriment of your personal relationships, reflecting on the finite nature of life might encourage you to spend more quality time with loved ones. It fosters a sense of urgency to pursue passion, nurture relationships, and contribute meaningfully to the world. Engaging in the mental exercise of negative visualization and proactively preparing for challenging situations not only fosters gratitude for what you have, but also enables you to take proactive steps to prevent them from occurring. For instance, regularly imagining potential health issues might prompt you to adopt healthier lifestyle habits, such as regular exercise and a balanced diet, to mitigate risks. This practice fosters a mindset of preparedness and adaptability, bolstering your confidence and composure as you approach life's uncertainties. By embracing Seneca's teachings and integrating negative visualization into your daily routine, you can cultivate a resilient and grateful mindset. This philosophical approach equips you to handle adversities with grace and fortitude, ensuring that you remain grounded and focused on what truly matters. In summary, staying prepared through the practice of negative visualization allows us to live more mindfully and resiliently. By contemplating potential losses and challenges, we foster a deeper appreciation for our current blessings and enhance our ability to face difficulties with courage and composure. This Stoic practice, championed by Seneca, offers a powerful tool for navigating life's uncertainties and embracing a more meaningful and fulfilled existence. Number 4. Voluntarily embrace hardships. Seneca once wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Despite his immense wealth in the Roman Empire, Seneca intentionally adopted a lifestyle reminiscent of poverty at times. He would allocate a few days each month to donning coarse garments and consuming minimal food. This practice was not motivated by financial necessity, but rather aimed to temper his desire for material possessions and ephemeral pleasures. Seneca sought to deepen his appreciation for what he already possessed, and most significantly, develop the courage necessary to confront future challenges. This Stoic technique, known as voluntary hardship, involves purposefully seeking out and embracing challenges that push us beyond our comfort zone. It's a powerful method for strengthening the mind. Seneca likened it to physical labor that fortifies the body. Just as physical exertion challenges and strengthens our muscles, willingly embracing difficulties and hardships provides a mental workout. Consider the modern example of an individual with a fear of public speaking, common source of anxiety. Instead of avoiding situations that involve public speaking, this person decides to confront their fear through voluntary hardship. They actively seek opportunities to engage in public speaking, such as joining a local Toastmasters club or volunteering to give presentations at work. Initially, the thought of public speaking may evoke discomfort and apprehension. However, by willingly subjecting themselves to this challenge, they begin to develop mental strength and courage. With each speech they deliver, they push the boundaries of their comfort zone, learning to manage anxiety, improve their communication skills, and build resilience in the face of potential setbacks. Through this practice, by voluntarily embracing the hardship of public speaking, they gradually diminish the grip of fear and expand their capacity to handle future challenges. This approach fosters resilience, discipline, and gratitude, developing a mindset that thrives in the face of life's adversity. Voluntary hardships can be practiced even in the absence of specific fears. For instance, one can intentionally underdress for cold weather, turn off the air conditioning in their house or car, take cold showers, occasionally fast, or sleep without a pillow. The key is to actively choose discomfort and challenges that stretch our boundaries and test our resilience. Imagine a scenario where someone decides to take cold showers every morning. Initially, the shock of the cold water is uncomfortable and unpleasant. However, over time, they adapt to the discomfort, building both physical and mental fortitude. This daily practice serves as a reminder that they can endure and overcome discomfort, making them more resilient in other areas of their life. By deliberately choosing to confront challenges and discomfort, we engage in a mental workout that builds resilience, discipline, and gratitude for the abundance we possess. For example, fasting occasionally can help us appreciate the availability of food and recognize the difference between true hunger and habitual eating. Another example is intentionally sleeping without a pillow. This simple act of voluntary hardship can make us appreciate the comfort of our usual sleeping arrangements and develop a tolerance for less than ideal conditions. Over time, these practices build a mental toughness that prepares us for unforeseen and challenging situations. Engaging in voluntary hardships can also foster a sense of gratitude. By temporarily forgoing comforts, we become more appreciative of them when they are available. This gratitude enhances our overall well-being and helps us maintain a balanced perspective on what we truly need to be happy. Seneca's teachings remind us that many things we once feared are not as daunting as they seemed. By actively practicing voluntary hardships, we prepare our minds and bodies for life's uncertainty, realizing that we are more capable and resilient than we initially believed. This Stoic practice encourages us to live with courage and fortitude, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. In conclusion, embracing voluntary hardships helps us cultivate mental strength, resilience, and gratitude. By regularly stepping out of our comfort zones and facing discomfort head-on, we fortify our minds and spirits, readying ourselves for any challenges that life may bring. This Stoic approach not only enhances our personal growth, but also leads to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. Number 5. Avoid self-victimization. According to Seneca, man is affected not by events, but by the view he takes of them. This profound insight emphasizes the importance of the dichotomy of control and the concept of amor fati to avoid falling into a victim mentality. The dichotomy of control refers to distinguishing between things that are within our control and those that are not. Seneca believed that while external events and circumstances are beyond our control, we have the power to control our own thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors. This distinction allows us to focus our energy and attention on what is truly within our sphere of influence. Amor fati, meaning love of fate, is a Stoic mindset that encourages individuals to embrace and accept every moment of their lives, regardless of how challenging or difficult it may be. Instead of trying to escape or resist these circumstances, amor fati urges us to love and appreciate them, recognizing that they offer opportunities for growth, learning, and personal development. In today's world, it's all too easy to adopt a self-victimizing mindset, feeling targeted by situations or individuals. Assigning negative meanings to people's responses or inconvenient situations can plunge us into a downward spiral of self-pity. Particularly in the current era where social media platforms wield significant influence, we unwittingly fall prey to mistaking fabricated narratives for reality. By confusing social media with actuality, we run the risk of comparing ourselves to these fictionalized portrayals, which can foster self-doubt and a sense of victimization. To illustrate Seneca's teachings, let's consider an example. Imagine you've diligently worked and aspired for a promotion at your company. However, when the time arrives, someone else is promoted instead of you. Initially, you may experience a sense of betrayal or injustice, blaming your superiors for their decision. This initial reaction stems from a victim mindset, where you perceive yourself as a passive recipient, circumstances beyond your control. Seneca would counsel against dwelling on these negative emotions and instead encourage the application of the principles of the dichotomy of control and amor fati. By understanding that your superior's decision lies outside your control, you can redirect your focus toward what you can control: your thoughts, attitudes, and actions. Rather than adopting a victimized stance, you can choose to adopt a more rational and empowered perspective. By embracing amor fati, you can view your colleague's promotion as an opportunity for self-reflection and personal growth. It presents a chance to reevaluate your skills, seek feedback, and develop new strategies for future advancement. Instead of harboring resentment or blaming others, you can accept the situation as it is, learn from it, and redirect your efforts toward personal improvement. Consider another example involving social media. Suppose you see a post from a friend showcasing their seemingly perfect life. Instead of feeling envious or inadequate, apply Seneca's teachings. Recognize that the portrayal on social media is often curated and not a complete reflection of reality. Focus on what you can control, your reactions and your own efforts toward personal growth and happiness. By practicing the dichotomy of control, you can acknowledge that your friend's social media presence is beyond your control, but your own self-worth and contentment are within your grasp. This mindset shift helps you avoid self-victimization and instead empowers you to focus on your own journey and achievements. Through the application of the dichotomy of control and the embrace of amor fati, Seneca believed that we can evade the role of victims in the face of external circumstance. We can shift our mindset from one of passivity and self-pity to empowerment and resilience. For instance, if you face unexpected health challenges, instead of viewing yourself as a victim, you can focus on the aspects of your health you can control, such as adopting a healthier lifestyle, seeking appropriate medical care, and maintaining a positive attitude. This approach not only helps you manage the situation more effectively, but also strengthens your mental and emotional resilience. Seneca's teachings serve as a reminder that our internal responses and attitudes are within our control. By accepting and cherishing every aspect of our fate, we can discover strength and meaning even when confronted with challenges. Embracing this Stoic wisdom enables us to navigate life with a sense of purpose and empowerment, turning potential obstacles into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Number 6. Spend time in solitude. In our final quote from Seneca for this video, he says, "Retire into yourself as much as possible." Seneca highlights the importance of spending time in solitude as a means to strengthen oneself mentally. He believed that by withdrawing from external distractions and immersing oneself in solitude, individuals can engage in introspection, self-reflection, and personal growth. It is in solitude that we have the opportunity to confront our thoughts, emotions, and inner struggles, fostering self-awareness and clarity. To practice solitude, one can carve out dedicated time for oneself regularly. This can involve engaging in activities that promote introspection and self-reflection, such as journaling, meditation, or simply taking long walks in nature. By intentionally disconnecting from the noise and demands of the external world, individuals can create a space for deep thinking, self-discovery, and self-improvement. Imagine a busy professional who spends most of their time in a fast-paced work environment, constantly surrounded by people and engaged in various tasks. By consciously setting aside specific periods of solitude, such as evenings, this individual can create a quiet space for self-reflection. During this time, they may reflect on their values, goals, and areas of personal development. They might use this solitude to gain clarity on their priorities, assess their emotions and thoughts, and contemplate their actions and decisions. For example, consider someone who spends their days immersed in meetings, emails, and phone calls. By setting aside an hour each evening for solitude, they can unwind from the day's activities and focus on their inner self. During this time, they might journal about their day, meditate to calm their mind, or take a walk to clear their thoughts. This intentional practice helps them to process their experiences, understand their emotions, and gain insights into their behaviors and decisions. Through regular practice, they cultivate mental strength, resilience, and a deeper understanding of themselves. This introspective time allows them to recharge their minds, gain valuable insights, and cultivate inner strength. For instance, during a solitary walk, they might realize that a recent decision at work was influenced more by external pressures than by their own values. This realization can lead to more mindful and value-driven decisions in the future. Seneca believed that spending time in solitude allows individuals to recharge their minds, gain valuable insights, and cultivate inner strength. It provides an opportunity for self-examination and personal growth, leading to a more fulfilled life. Imagine an artist who takes time away from their busy studio to sit quietly in a serene garden. In this solitude, they might find inspiration for new creations, reflect on their artistic journey, and connect deeply with their inner vision. This quiet time not only fuels their creativity, but also strengthens their resolve and clarity of purpose. Incorporating solitude into your daily routine doesn't require grand gestures. Small, consistent practices can make a significant impact. You might start your day with 10 minutes of meditation, allowing yourself to center and focus before the day's activity. Alternatively, you could end your day with a reflective journaling session, capturing your thoughts and emotions on paper. Consider another example of someone who uses their lunch break to sit in a quiet park rather than a bustling cafeteria. This time in solitude can be used to reflect on the morning's events, plan the afternoon's tasks with greater clarity, or simply enjoy a moment of peace. These small pockets of solitude can accumulate, providing substantial mental and emotional benefits. Seneca's teachings remind us that solitude is not about isolation, but about creating a space for meaningful engagement with our inner selves. It is in these quiet moments that we can listen to our true thoughts, confront our deepest fears, and nurture our greatest aspirations. By embracing solitude, we allow ourselves the grace to grow, the strength to face challenges, and the clarity to live authentically. In conclusion, spending time in solitude, as Seneca advises, helps us to strengthen our minds, gain clarity, and foster personal growth. By regularly withdrawing from the external chaos and dedicating time to self-reflection, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and lead a more fulfilled and meaningful life. As we conclude our journey through these 6 powerful Stoic principles from Seneca, remember that each one offers a pathway to a more resilient and fulfilling life. By focusing on one activity at a time, practicing philosophy to control your impulses, staying prepared, voluntarily embracing hardships, avoiding self-victimization, and spending time in solitude, you can cultivate a mindset of strength, clarity, and inner peace. Seneca's timeless wisdom guides us to live with purpose and resilience, embracing each moment and challenge with grace. Apply these principles in your daily life and witness the transformation in your mental fortitude and overall well-being. You found value in this video? Please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends who might benefit from these insights, and subscribe to Stoic Quotes 365 for more content on living a virtuous and mindful life. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments which Stoic principle resonated with you the most and how you plan to incorporate it into your life. Thank you for watching, and stay resilient.